My name is Elijah Nix. I graduated from UW Milwaukee when fall 2019. Yeah. Um, and my current position is I am a science teacher at a small private school called Believers in Christ Christian Academy. It was the intro to African American history class, and I took that twice, and I fell in love with it. And so after that, I went and sought to meet with Meet, and she was my undergraduate advisor. And I loved the class so much that I was a biochemistry major, but I was like, I should double major and do African and African diaspora studies as a major. At the time, it was Africology. And Meet was like, you can just do a minor. And I was like, okay. So I minored in it, and I loved it. Was pre-med at UW Milwaukee, and eventually I still want to go to medical school. But growing up in Milwaukee, being a Milwaukee native, there was so many disparities within the city. As we know, Milwaukee is one of the most segregated cities in the country. And it was my African and African diaspora study classes that helped me navigate through this Milwaukee experience. And so in my current role, this degree helps me so much, especially because I teach at an urban school where the population is 99% Black. And I can take some of the concepts and theories that I've learned in African and African diaspora studies and apply that to my everyday work life. Work day, I teach middle school through high school science. So it's a small school, but basically start off with my high school class, and that their high school schedule goes through a 6-week rotation block. But I'll start off with high school if I'm teaching high school. Then I start teaching 8th grade, 7th grade, and then 6th grade. And every day it's busy. It's always something different. But it's a joy to actually, be with the children and just listen to them, and listen to their stories. The most challenging thing, I should say, is that probably preparing. So becoming prepared, having something prepared, but being available for students, giving students my all in, I don't know, the best way possible. I have a large group of students that I teach, and so everybody that I teach, I want to provide them with a personable experience that they'll never forget. But when I mean personable, a Black experience, a true fun Black experience. So that's probably the most challenging thing, being personable with each of them, because I have so many. Stay with it. Take as much knowledge from the class as possible, because I guarantee everything that you're learning in class will be important in any human endeavor that they may encounter. Literally, these classes shaped me for the professional that I am today. Just the not even just the professional, but the person that I am today. It's more than just curriculum. It's a way of life, and it just makes you culturally competent. It makes you intelligent in areas that you might not think that you will ever grow in. This major and minor, this department literally was the best of my college experience, and I am so grateful for the experience. Best thing now, I think, I considered myself to be like a teacher's pet in my African diaspora studies classes. I just loved them so much. I love the faculty. Every professor that I had, Ermeet, Gladys, Daniel was there back then. Anika I had as a professor. Like I just love, especially the women. They were just so welcoming and so knowledgeable on like everything. I just cherish my experience with them. Like it's beyond words. So my advice would be to literally like pay attention, take whatever notes is necessary, really do the work, like take it serious, because everything that you do in your African and African diaspora studies classes will apply in your career, no matter which career you go into. I work in the medical career and now in education, and everything that I've learned in these classes allowed me to soar in everything that I've done thus far. This department grew from like a course to like a family. I'm just so grateful. Like I'm smiling right now because of how amazing it was. I was able to like I did research with Dr. Gladys Mitchell Walthour when I was an undergrad, and we had worked and I had conducted interviews for her. Like that was the experience that I was able to put on my resume. Ermeet was like a mentor to me, still is, just like amazing. The department actually like values those students that major and minor in their department, and you feel the love, you feel the concern, you feel the care, you feel the encouragement. I honestly feel like I probably will still be a student at UWM if I didn't have my African diaspora studies minor. It was literally the only class that those were the only classes that encouraged me to, stay with it and keep going.